They say that there is a jar in every Puerto Rican home, small, red, and smelling of fire. Most use it for aches and pains, but the old ones, the ones that work with spirit, they know better. In the right hands, this jar, my dear witches, isn't for healing. It is for hunting, for crafting, for brujeria. If this is something that interests you, stick around because it's coming up right now. Hello, my beautiful witches. Blessed be. This is White Raven over here. Today is Monday. So happy Magic Monday to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here one more Monday. Thank you for all the messages that I received last week. I was not feeling very well, so I had to take the day off. Yeah, witches sometimes need a day off. I know I did. So thank you so much for all the love that I received this past week and all your support and your kind wishes. I love you so much, witches. You guys are so awesome. My name is White Raven, and I'm here to teach you magic. Just in case you're new and you stumble upon my channel, I welcome you. And I am happy that you're here with me today. If this topic of conversation is something that you like and you want to be part of, please do not leave without subscribing to this channel and become a member of this coven. We are together here learning how to do spells and curses, because I believe that we should know how to curse our enemies. So stick around. I would love to have you here. Also, witches, remember that I have a beautiful website, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com, in which I have a lot of the products that I talk about in these spells or any other type of products that you may need for your magical endeavor. So go and visit me, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com. I also have some blogs, and I'm going to be leaving some PDFs for you guys to download some of the spells that I've been sharing with you lately. So check out my website, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com, as well as my Facebook page. I am very proud to say that we finally got that page verified. So next to my name, you're going to see that little blue badge with the check mark. So you know that that is me, the one and only White Raven. At least in that page. That is my page. Do not trust any other page that does not have that blue badge with the check mark, because they may be imposters. There's so many out there, and scammers, so be very careful. Anyways, today I have a great, so awesome video for you guys. I am so excited to share this with you. I was reading one of my beloved book in Espiritismo, El Manual Esotérico by Celia Blanco. It's a fantastic book. If you read Spanish, if you understand Spanish, if you're able to purchase this book, if you like Espiritismo, you're going to find it very interesting. And I came across this fantastic product that we are going to be talking about today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. In Puerto Rico, some of the most powerful spiritual tools do not come from a fancy store. They come from everyday life. One of those is how we call it manteca de tigre, or tiger's balm. Born in Asia, traded through the islands, and adopted into brujeria for its heat, its scent, and its power to cleanse, to shield, and to burn away, banish away all the unwanted, and many other things. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways on how to work with this amazing magical element. To protect yourself, to return a curse, and to banish an enemy. I promise you, witches, that you will never look at this little jar the same way again. It is so interesting the amount of things that have been incorporated into brujeria that are just everyday items. If you open your eyes and you pay attention, most of the powerhouses, just to put it that way, in magic are in front of you and are easy to get. They're no super fancy, hard to get items. They're going to be in front of you at the tip of your fingers. I mean, look at this little balm. I'm sure every single one of us know what this is. And at one point or another, you have seen this in your local pharmacy or drugstore, even in Walmart, in your supermarket. And if you go to any Hispanic spiritual shop, if you go to Chinatown, you're gonna find it, witches. It is incredible how these things meant to heal the body wiggle themselves because of the versatility of the ingredients, right? That these things have. They wiggle itself into the world of witchcraft. And boy, oh boy, they are such a great help when it comes to casting spells, especially when you are on a budget or you just don't have a lot of money to buy a lot of ingredients. Voila, this is all you need. And I am so excited to share this with you. Tiger's Balm was created back in the 1800s by a Chinese herbalist. I am not going to say names, so you're going to see the information of Tiger's Balm in Wikipedia, so you're more than welcome to go and check it out. It was mass produced in Singapore, and then it found its way down into the Caribbean. And just like Florida water, Chinese wash, camphor, and many other things, it found its way into our local markets. Back in that time, many little shops, boticas, botanicas, they used to sell not only your everyday type of items, but also some of these imported items like, again, Florida water and Tiger's Balm. It didn't take long to be adopted by witches into brujeria because of the wonderful scent, the heat, the plant-based power on this little jar. Perfect for cleansing, protection, hexing, good luck, money, you name it. This little jar is good for everything. So now let's discuss the ingredients on this tiny little jar, which is packed with a big punch of magic. Number 1, camphor. And as I have shared with you so many times, camphor is used for banishing evil spirits. It purifies, is great for psychic protection. Another ingredient of Tiger's Balm is menthol. Menthol clears the mind and refresh stagnant energies. Next, we have the very aromatic clover oil that is fantastic for protection, for banishing, drives away enemies. We then have cassia oil, cinnamon oil to speed up and heat up spells, to bring you power and victory. We also have cajeput oil. Cajeput cleanses, break hexes, unblock energy. And last, this is made out of a petroleum base, which is going to seal your intentions and hold the magic. Which is, the ingredients on this little jar are extremely versatile. You can add this manteca de tigre to pretty much any spell. And by adding different elements, you can drive this magic to baneful magic, to prosperity magic, to even love magic, cleansing and protection magic. You can do pretty much anything with this little jar. So without further ado, let's get into the 3 spells that are very simple that I have for you today. And I'm really excited to share with you. And I really encourage you to go to your pharmacy and your drugstore and get a little jar of this and put it in your apothecary. Let's get into it. For the first spell, we're going to need a jar with water. I put water in here and a little splash of Florida water. This ritual is going to be for protection and shielding. It's beautiful. It smells amazing. This is something that you can do every day if you think you're going to be exposed to bad, dark energy. Either if it's your place of employment, you are surrounded by evil people, even if it's your neighborhood and you need something to protect yourself because you're going to be walking in dangerous places. If you're going to have an interview with somebody that intimidates you, that you're afraid of, either a lawyer, either a judge, you have issues in court and you have a court date and you feel like you need to protect yourself, this is something that you can do. You're also going to need, which is, of course, your manteca de tigre, your Tiger's Balm, and you're going to need a white candle. This is going to be very simple, witches. So the first thing that we are going to do, we are going to light up our candle. I suggest that if you have a specific prayer that you like to recite, keep it close by if you need to read it. I also suggest, and this is something that we do a lot in Spanish brujeria. I mean, we use the Psalms of the Bible a lot. So for this particular one, you can use Psalm 91. I'll give you a little chant as well. So if you want to do the one that I'm going to do over here, you can use that as well. All right, witches. So we're going to grab our tiger's balm, and remember that this is used for muscle pain, so it's going to feel cold and warm at the same time. Just grab a little dab, just a little bit, okay? You don't have to use that much. And we're going to put it in our temples, okay? Just put it in our temples and think about protecting yourself. This is going to create an invisible barrier in your mind, in your body, against any enemy. All right. The next thing that you are going to do, we are going to put the tiger's balm. Let me grab a little more. This smells so good, I love the smell of this stuff. I am that witch that like the smell of this. You're going to put some in your wrists. And the last place that you are going to put this, witches, is going to be in the back of your neck. That is also where you put your Florida water. We consider the back of the neck to be a very vulnerable spot. So you always want to have the back of your neck protected. So you're going to put it in the back of your neck. All right. Once you do that, you're going to grab water, your water that you have, and you're going to sprinkle that on you. Okay. This is just a sample, Sprinkle this water on you. And do it as long as you need to do it. And after you finish, this is the chant that you are going to chant. As this heat rises, no harm can touch me. My body, my spirit, my path are sealed. Focus on the fire, witches, and see your protection building as an invisible shield around your mind and your body. Once you're ready and you feel the magic is done, you can snuff your candle and continue with your day. The next spell that we are going to have is to send a hex back, a maleficencia, black magic back to its source. For this, we're going to need, of course, manteca de tigre or tiger's balm. We're going to need a black candle. I'm going to choose one of my black tea lights. And you're also going to need a mirror. And the mirror, you're going to put facing, let me move this a little bit so you guys can see, facing away from you. So this is the mirror. It's not looking at me. It's looking away. It's going to be looking at the candle right here. So what we're going to do, witches, is very simple. We're going to anoint this candle with tiger's balm. You don't have to put a lot. Just a little dab. You can put a little bit more. If you put too much, then it's going to either burn really hot, and you have to be very careful, or it may snuff the candle. So you don't have to put that much. Okay, let's light the candle. And this is the chant that you are going to do. Not mine to carry, not mine to keep. Back to you, sender. Sink and seep. You're going to draw a cross over the flame with your hand. Just a cross. Let this candle burn all the way through. That's why I suggest that you use a tea light. Once this is consumed, dispose of everything, including the mirror, in a trash can away from you. For the third spell, we are going to be needing, of course, tiger's balm. We're going to be needing a small brown paper. We're going to need a pencil. We're going to need a cord. And we're going to need a little bit of chili flakes. We're going to be banishing an enemy, somebody that is driving you crazy, somebody toxic. This person needs to get out of your life. So, what is the first thing that we do in this type of spells? We're going to write the name of your enemy. If you do not know the name of your enemy, which always concerns me, you can put enemy of mine. Enemy of mine. If you have details about this enemy, like for example, enemy of mine that works in so-and-so place, right? Or enemy of mine that lives in so-and-so house. Maybe you don't know the name, but you know where the person is at. the person that works at the hospital, the teacher that is being mean to my kid, whatever it is, whoever it is. If you don't know the name, enemy of mine, but try to describe that enemy, attach it to something. So enemy of mine, so and so and so and so. Once you put all the description of that enemy of mine of yours, we are going to smear this paper with tiger's balm. I love the smell of this so much. All right, let's do it, witches. And as you're smearing this in the air, see that person being erased out of your life. Getting out. It's going to burn on the fire. There we go. After that, you're going to add some chili flakes. And notice, we're not lighting any candle. We're not doing anything else. Once you have that paper, let's fold it away from us. Let's do a little packet. Right? I'm going to fold it. A little package away from us. Right? You're going to create a little packet like this, which is we're going to grab our black cord and you have to wrap it and wrap it and wrap it and wrap it. That's how you're going to finish with this evil doer. All these spells are extremely simple. So the disposing of this one is going to be very simple as well. You can do chants while you are wrapping this up. Once you finish, witches, you are going to dispose of this far from your home. You can bury it at a crossroad. You can throw it on water, or you can throw it in a trash can away from you. And if you feel really evil, you can throw it in the premises of a cemetery. In other words, you can throw this in a trash can in a cemetery. That is not that hard to do. That is something that I'm sure most of you can do. So there you go, witches. 3 little spells that you can do with the amazing Tiger's Balm. White Raven told you, I wish you the best luck. Again, witches, make sure that you keep this in your magical kit. And remember that in Espiritismo and Brujeria, even the smallest things can carry the biggest power. This is how we stay wicked, witches. And that's it. I really hope that you enjoy these 3 little spells, and I hope this tickle your brain for you to keep on researching the magical uses of Tiger's Balm. If you are from a different country and you use Tiger's Balms for a specific spell, please make sure to drop that in the comments down below, because I will love to know what you use Tiger's Balm for. I'm sure that there's a lot of different uses out there, and I would love for you to share with me if you use Tiger's Balm in a different way or for a different type of spell. If you have any questions, you can email me my website, whiteravenandwitcheslayer.com, or you can go into my Facebook page, White Raven and Witches Lair. I do not work for people. I do not do magical coaching. And magical coaching means that if you come to me and you tell me the story of your life and you want me to design a spell for you, that is magical coaching, witches. I do not do that either. This is why I have this channel. If you have a question in regards to a book, if you have a suggestion for a spell, I would love to hear you out. If you have a question about magic, about beliefs, about spirits, about anything like that, I am so happy to answer your questions. It just drives me. You guys are my inspiration. Other than that, please make sure to subscribe. I love you, witches. Remember that you must stay very smart, because knowledge is power. But with all that knowledge, you have to discern and you have to stay so very wicked. See you next Monday. Bye.